Give us a premise and see if we can guess the punchline.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
See how well we know Karl Chandler's, kind of comedic rhythm. Give us a setup and see if we can
honestly, I don't
guess
know
where you were going with it.
I don't know if I've got any of that stuff with me, to be honest. That's in my notebook.
Someone's missing the premise of set list.
I did have my set list. Oh, fuck, I've got some notes here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Some notes.
By the way, Karl has just pulled out of his backpack like he's the Unabomber.
Yeah.
He's like scrawled manifestos.
Just loose,
on these
scrunched up.
origami style scrunched up
And
pieces
shitloads of hair,
paper.
too. What's all that hair doing in your bag?
Getting something special for Tommy for the 500th.
What I want to know is, if these aren't jokes, what are these loose bits of paper that are in your bag?
Do you believe that your comedy just aspire to be in like, they honestly look like fortune cookies or something?
This is not the real deal. I've got my book at home. I've got my book.
What is it?
This is when I write, I walk down the street and I just have, I don't know why, but I have pieces of paper that I rest on my notebook. I don't write in the notebook because that would be silly.
They're ridiculous.
So I write, and if they're good enough, then they go in the notebook. It's quite a process. It's quite a process.
Right.
So are you writing as you're walking?
Yes.
So even in physical form, the bits have to do open mic before they graduate to the notebook.
Yes.
Good news, you got past at page 6.
It's such a fine line between like crazy man on the side of the screen going, the aliens are in your brain, and you walking down writing a notebook, maxi golf, mini golf.
I'm well aware. If anyone's looking at me, I used to go up and down Riversdale Road. Now I go up and down Bridge Road. It's either me stopping in front of people on bikes or wheelchairs and blocking people on footpaths by writing in a little notebook, on top of a little notebook, or it's me pulling out a metal spoon eating moose on the side of the street as well. So I'm well aware that people that live anywhere near Bridge Road think that there's a fucking absolute madman living amongst them.
I can't even mentally picture the image of someone riding while walking.
I know.
Like, my brain won't allow me to, like, put those two actions together.
It absolutely happens because I kind of feel like it looks better than stopping and riding. I don't know which one's better.
I reckon by the time you've made the decision to write while you're out in public, don't draw a line in the sand.
Yeah,
You've already committed to something that people are going to look at and go, that's weird.
Yeah.
You're not ever tempted to, like, get the phone out and use the notes function? Just, like, type it in there?
No, I don't know why. I think I've lost a few notes that way.
Okay.
Unlike this fail-proof system.
You should do a show where it's just like a lucky dip.
Yeah,
you just take your backpack out and you just pull out random
That's not bad.
premises.
That's actually not bad at all.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Have we got anything here,
Yeah.
please?
Sure.
What
Come
are
on.
those?
There's got to, just read something that's on those
I've got a mix of
Goodbye, cruel world.
Fuck.
directions to the Westgate, handwritten series of notes to all his loved ones. Dear Ballard, please buy blanket at first shop.
It's oh God. I just wish there was. I don't know whether any of this is good enough.
It's all just drawings of Thailand, isn't it? Just
But this is the word. Like, this is everyone's worst nightmare as a comic, for someone to go through their notebook and just read something out loud that's not finished, that's not good enough.
Yeah. And everyone's wildest fantasy is to be on the other side.
It's a workshop. This is a safe space. We're not going to make fun of you, Karl. We're here to help you be better at comedy. No,
Well,
I don't think you write your notes in big enough font to remind you to yell them when you're on stage. That's the Ballard tip.
Yeah. You don't have to read the full joke out. Will's idea is a great one. Just give us the premise.
All right.
And then we can have a crack, and then you can mock
All right.
how far off we are.
Okay. Well, there's some...
We'll say things off the top of our head, which is a process even before scrawling them on a weird piece of paper.
Right, okay. Concrete mixer.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Okay.
You like this? It's a fertile ground for you?
Concrete mixer.
What is it, like a social event where concrete just hangs out with each other?
Oh, not bad.
Well,
Thank you.
All of a sudden I feel a lot better about what I've written down.
But there must...
Or is it something like a mixed drink, like a spirit soda water kind of relationship? Is that the path we're going down?
No, that's
Okay.
not.
Wow.
It's not.
Okay.
Oh, well, now we're asking for... Is this the new show? That you're asking for clues on how a joke goes? Because that's amazing.
On how your joke goes.
This is, yeah.
Because normally they're just like...
This is a show that we're pitching to Amazon. Guess my funny.
It's like... So basically it's some version of what's the deal with concrete mixes?
yeah.
Right.
You know...
Yeah.
Why is concrete soft and then it gets hard?
Yeah.
What is it, my dick?
No, here we go. Here we go.
Fuck yeah.
Here we go.
Daddy.
Hey, that's making me feel uncomfortable. All right?
Daddy doesn't care. Go on, what's your concrete mix?
Oh, is that it? Are we cutting to the chase
No,
now?
okay. Yeah. Are there any more guesses? Do we have any more?
Concrete mixer. You know who has mixers? DJs. I know the Avalanches.
Oh, nice.
Would that be it?
Nice. Unfortunately, the crowd at Spleen are a bit too young. Even they're not going to be impressed. Let alone anyone else in the world these days. But
Right.
they're definitely not going to be impressed.
Give me a clue. Is it about the concrete mixer itself, or is it about the person who operates a concrete mixer?
The mixer itself.
The mixer itself.
It's about the... I don't know, maybe concrete mixer.
You know what I'd like to put in the back of a concrete mixer? Chocolate mousse, and combine it with...
These are jokes, not my dream
Oh,
diary.
yeah, okay.
Cement mixer. So by cement mixer, I meant the ones that are like vehicles.
Yeah.
Big circular back.
Yes.
Because that was what in your heads, guys, you've got to have the very like cartoon world picture of the cement mixer, because
Yes.
that's how a lot of Karl's jokes function, like he's in Bugs Bunny land.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
like
okay,
pianos
right.
falling
Yeah,
on
yeah.
people's heads.
Yeah,
And-
half of my material is written by Hanna-Barbera. Yes. Yeah.
You know when you
is
see
it
a
about
cow
the
playing the
cement
accordion?
mixer's relationship with other vehicles?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Sort of, yes.
yeah.
You're going down the right track.
Is it about the idea that you combine cement mixers with Ubers and you can have some sort of Uber start?
Too current for me, I'm afraid.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Hey,
good
quick
point.
thing to the listeners: pause the episode now, get in the Facebook group, have a guess of what you think it is before you listen to the rest of the episode.
Yes.
Write Chandler's joke for him.
Yeah.
6 months ago into a comedy festival.
Yeah, this is great. You just post 40 of these, like try and guess what premise I came up with, everyone.
Oh, what about
Show done.
Does it start with something like, do you think cement mixers ever look at other cars and think, is that the sort of
Is
premise
it like
that we're
the
looking?
whole of the cement mixer and like how that might look like an asshole?
No,
Okay.
I think Will's way closer
Way
to
closer.
it.
Okay.
Will's more of a joke technician,
Okay.
whereas I don't know what the fuck you're on about, Ballard.
I thought we were brainstorming. I haven't been laid in a long time.
You're in
right?
some faraway tree. I don't know how you come up with your material, but
I want to fuck a cement mixer.
It's like, you know how the Batuta Advocate got in trouble for having like joke stories that had like ads that they weren't being... I bet there's like a super cynical person listening to this going, they're in bed with big cement mixers. They've been talking about cement mixers for half an hour now for seemingly no reason. This guy has one on his set list.
we just talked about Crown's new Thai restaurant for 10 minutes. I think it's a bit more obvious than that.
All right.
Are we at the end?
Yeah. We're at
You
the
want
end.
it now?
Yeah, I want it.
All right. So this is something. This is not something that I think works. This is not something great.
Oh, this is going to be fucking awesome.
But it's something in it. I like this. You've asked for it.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's see if I can get this.
Okay.
Fuck. Now I've got to fucking decipher what I've written.
Can I just very quickly ask before you do read it
Yes,
out? I've been
please.
thinking about this
Ask
the whole time.
slowly if you like.
So you write on these bits of paper that you're using a notebook as like a mini table.
Yes.
It's like a traveling table.
Very small table.
So
yes.
those bits of
You get
paper,
it.
where did they come from?
Yeah.
Is there a second empty notebook?
They
out
come
there?
from another pad. There's a process in place, all right? They come from a special disposable pad that you're allowed to rip pages off.
Okay, right.
The pages in the book aren't allowed to be ripped off.
Right.
They've got to stay in there.
And then they go into your genius mole skin that you carry around.
Yes,
When
yes.
they put it
And
in-
then obviously the spare piece of paper go in the backpack once you finish.
Why?
Which bit is confusing?
It's like the Joan Rivers documentary where she's got all those drawers like with all the catalogue jokes and stuff, except you're just
One
a
bag.
hoarder. This category here is for cement-based comedy. That's the food section.
Fuck. Oh.
So, hang on, just one more little
Please,
thing.
2 or 3 more if you'd like.
So, why don't you keep What's wrong with the original notebook that you can't just write the notes in that notebook without tearing out the pages and taking them out of the notebook?
I think because...
Because they're already in a notebook.
Yeah.
You're adding a step of having to take them out of a notebook before you put them back into another notebook.
Yeah, I know.
I constantly complain about how little time he has.
Mate, you know what? If you cut out that bit of the process, you could write without walking. You could sit down to eat your
man.
moose.
You're not. Just so you know, you're
I'm
not
not Marie Kondo your life, mate.
You're not inventing the wheel. I know my wheel's fucked.
Okay.
I know this is a dumbass wheel concept.
Okay.
But I'm committing to it for
And
some
if he wasn't
reason.
walking while he was doing it, he wouldn't have gone past that construction site, which presumably influenced this wonderful joke that we're about to hear.
Can I ask, 10 years ago, were you walking down the street writing on the back of a notebook dressed in pajamas?
Yes, and I walked past a cafe and it had a very interesting menu.
Oh, that's how it happened.
Oh, fuck.
Inside the actor's studio. Truly.
God.
Go on.
So I write on the bit of paper and then I can scribble. I like to think that the Moleskine notebook, 'cause they're such a nice product. There's nothing better than like a really good hard-backed notebook, and I want to scribble in it and make it look like I'm some sort of madman. You know, I want to get it right on these disposable slips of paper.
Put it on
And
a table, give it the respect it deserves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If the joke's good enough, it gets to be leaned on a table when I get home.
Right.
That's how you earn respect from me, joke.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So we're clear with that process. That all
Okay,
makes complete
yeah.
sense now, right?
Well,
You're probably
sure.
adopting it yourself now. I
Yep.
get it. Right. Okay.
I mean, I have been looking to do less.
You have been looking for a few more processes to put into place. Yeah.
This is why we hate the question, where do you get your ideas? Because it comes to this level of detail.
Wouldn't it be
Right.
great, though, if this was actually the answer we gave when people asked us that question? It's like, well, I have a process. Now, I have 2 pats.
Yeah.
One backpack.
All right. It's not that the question is boring, it's that the answer is too interesting.
How long have you got? Is this 3,000 words, right? Okay, so I have a spoon. Just for context.
Yeah.
I have a spoon.
Please, for the love of God,
All right.
put us out of our misery.
Is this it? Well,
talked about the process.
and put you into a new form of
More
misery.
We've talked about the process. What does it
Yeah.
produce?
Right. Okay. So, wow, you guys are really gonna want to get this new system when
I
you
don't
hear
think
this.
we've built it up too much.
Right. No, I don't think at all. And, you know, notoriously comedians are very good laughers at jokes.
This is going to go off when you do it in the solo show.
Great. There's no way this is going into the solo show.
Oh, this deleted scene.
It'd be a great idea for a TV show.
Yeah,
where,
guys,
like,
let's pretend we're on a show and we're not allowed to
Oh,
laugh.
okay. No. You don't need to pretend. Don't worry. No, actually, this is better. So this is the show. So the joke comes out. The joke comes out. The joke comes out. Some sweet visuals happening at the moment, by the way. The joke comes out, and then you 3 are the judges, so you get to pass judgment on this joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Perfect.
And what are you dressed up as? Like a robot or a squid or...
Oh, the Joker, of course. So, concrete mixers.
Yes.
Now, here's the first question: is that how I would convey that to an audience? Is that
Part
what
of it?
do people know? No. Do people know that that's what they're called when they're driving along as a van?
Are
Sort
they
of thing?
concrete mixers or cement mixers?
Cement mixers? Yeah.
I reckon people would say cement mixers.
Yeah.
Cement mixers. Okay, let's
Yeah.
say that.
So, are they cement mixers or are they concrete mixers because they're mixing the concrete? Do you use them? That's what you probably do, right? You put the cement and the water and the other shit, the sand and whatever, into the cement mixer and then it becomes concrete. Is it a concrete mixer because it's mixing the concrete, or is it a cement mixer because it's...
Well, whatever those big trucks are.
Karl getting up on stage. You all ever see one of them big trucks?
Oh, she knows what I'm talking about. All right.
All right. We got to do it.
Okay, so the visual, it's the truck.
It's the
Yeah.
truck.
It's the big
as long as you guys know
back.
exactly what I'm talking about when I
Spinning
say
around.
cement mixer,
Uh-huh.
cement mixer. We're settled on that.
And the audience at home, whatever that term means to you.
Well,
Just
no, I'm
picture that
telling
in
you
your
what
head.
that term means, and that is that thing.
Oh, yeah. Don't make up your own mind.
Yes. No.
No.
There are
This
2
isn't-
genders: concrete and cement.
Don't tell people I have the freedom to make up whatever they want within my
If you want
joke.
to picture a
That's
pink
insane.
horse with a fucking big spike coming out of its head when you hear cement mixer, you go for it.
Make up your own jokes within my jokes. If my joke isn't funny, make a new one.
Hey, language is a construct, folks. Make up your own mind.
Yeah, if you're not laughing, that's your imagination's fault.
Yeah.
You're not thinking of something funnier, that's on you.
Just picture The Simpsons if you're not enjoying it.
Earlier seasons, I insist, seasons 3 through to 11. Anything outside of that is on you.
Google monorail.
All right, I think we've had a lot of false starts, but I think
Yeah,
we're
I know,
finally
I know.
ready.
Is this the last bit of the podcast? Where are we up to?
Cement mixer.
Oh, we're in overtime.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I need to
Great.
leave.
Great. All right. Well, we do this, and then we get the 3 judges, and then we're out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. Fuck. This is the worst gig I've ever had already.
I think I'm almost more nervous than you.
Don't be like that. You got to be relaxed
It's
to
been
enjoy
such a
joke.
build-up, though.
I know. I know.
It's like...
So, concrete mixers. When you see a concrete mixer, like driving down the street, the back part of it's always rotating, right? Because it's got to keep rotating to keep that concrete liquid. Because if it stops, it becomes less of a concrete mixer, and more of just a heavy truck.
Okay.
You laughed, you're out.
Okay.
Right. Thoughts?
I reckon...
Keep in mind, this is not in the book.
I think if you started doing that regularly at gigs, it would become known on your set list as heavy truck.
Yeah.
Maybe? No?
Yeah, maybe, but I don't. But you can't name a joke after the, let's say, punchline.
But if you...
Can I say, if you performed that joke at a comedy club, I would laugh. Now, that's not
That's not a
the
good
same
review.
as it being
Yes.
funny.
That's like
Right.
saying Ben Lomas would laugh.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
not a good thing.
I would laugh at you doing
Yeah.
that, yes.
Yes. Right.
It's a no from me. You are not going to Sydney.
My initial thoughts, honestly, are self-serving in that I was feeling worried.
Are you
that
working on a concrete mix a bit?
Well, no, I'd felt worried that like I'd lost my comic ability by not being able to guess it. But now I realise I was misled by the idea that it was a joke of some kind. I was looking in the completely wrong category for.
That's
You
how
were,
you get
look- you were looking for a murder where the
Yeah.
victim had committed
Yeah.
suicide. So,